Guys, we got our power supply in our case. Alright, this is our power supply. We're going to unbox it. I got because we're using that rx580 8-gig card. It takes like 150 watts, I believe. So we went ahead and got a Thermaltake 550 watt power supply. Shout out to Newegg, they're the cheapest price on it. I think I got it off eBay from Newegg, but still the same price on their website. It's 80 plus bronze instead of 80 plus white, so, but yeah, I really like this power supply from Newegg. I actually got it on eBay from Newegg, but you can still get on their website, same price. Really good deal. Alright, so inside the box, what we got? We have some paperwork telling you what pins and connectors you have on the power supply, and probably a warranty or something. I think it's got a 5-year warranty. We have our power cable, which is pretty nice. Now we got zip ties. That's good. That's really good for cable management. Normally the power supplies come with zip ties and most of your PC case does, but Newegg's goated for that. Alright, there's power supply. We do have a ginormous, like, 150mm fan. What do you think that is? That's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a huge fan. I did not know it had a fan. But typical AC/DC. We have a 8-pin that splits into, no, it doesn't split into, but you can still, if you have an 8-pin, you can still plug into a 4-pin power supply. Or motherboard, I mean, 24-pin standard ATX. And this is also CPU power. Okay, so we have an 8-pin and a 4-pin. Alright, I see it. And then, we have, what? Okay, so we have 2 8-pins for your motherboard, for your CPU power. It says right there, so you have 2 8-pins. That's actually kind of rare. And then you do as well have 1 4-pin. That's kind of crazy. And I'm going to say again, this Thermaltake 550 watt BM2 80 plus bronze. This is also a modular power supply. This costs $55. This is a great deal. If you need one, 550 watt will pretty much run almost anything for a medium end PC. This is a super good deal, like $55. Alright, so here's PCI. It has 2 8-pin PCI, and then it has Molex, and I think it's got 1 floppy down here, and then it's got another PCI 6-pin, and then you have your SATA, and there is another 6-pin right here, and another 6-pin SATA. Very good power supply. I highly recommend. If you don't know the point of a modular power supply, what it is so you can only use the cables you need instead of all this being in here making extra space in PC. So they do also give you a bag to put all your extra cables in, and especially like I'm building this PC to sell. The owner, whoever buys this PC, I will just give them this bag with their extra cords in it, so if they need to use it one day, they can. Alright, now we're unboxing our case. So this is the Rosewheel Spectra D100. It's got, I'm pretty sure it is ARGB case. I know that it does have changeable. It's got 10 modes. It says pre-installed 10 modes you can use. So we're gonna put this in the folder. Alright, so I'm impressed with the amount of time they took to box this up in packaging. And they didn't put it upside down. Alright, I had to get some assistance from the cameraman. These are annoying. My desk's kind of high, I couldn't dump it out. But I do like how they box this up. They also use I prefer, for protection, this type of styrofoam versus the stuff that like breaks off and overtakes. I feel like it protects better. But I'm happy. I'm very happy with the protection for shipping. And this is the Rosewheel. Okay, it has the magnetic piece on it too. Oh, I prefer, I did buy the Montech Air 100 recently. Molex. Nice, so like floppy to Molex. And this did come with the case, it was in the box. This is I believe these fans are daisy chained, so you'll need this. I'm glad it installs that, I didn't know they gave you that. This is a screw-on door, it doesn't actually have the hinge like the last PC I built was in the Spectra D100. And a nice case. I don't really like how this went on. It would actually block your I/O because it was on the side. It just seemed like it was under-engineered, to be honest. But it's a good case. We'll pause and I'll show you the inside. Alright, so if you do buy this case, do be careful because when you take the screws out of the side, you have just a glass panel. And it's not magnetic, it just will fall. So if you take the screws out while standing up, this will fall. Alright, so there again, if you don't believe me what case it is, that's the manual, so if you need to know anything about the case. It also comes with this bag right here. Comes with this bag which has, this PC does include side mounting GPU, so we're not going to be doing that, even though I kind of wish we were, because it's a nice PC. But you also get your little speaker, and you get all the head standoffs and the door. That's actually, I think, to be honest, in 2023, I think it's just standard what the cases come with, because this is not even what this door needs. So I think it's just like China ships out a bunch of packages of these, and they're like, okay, here, send this with your case. So I don't, because they're sending stuff you don't even need. This right here, you can watch videos. I'm not going to show how this works to hold your GPU, I'm sorry. This right here actually holds it in. You can watch videos of how to use this case. We're not going to be using a vertical GPU, so it doesn't matter. And then you get extra one of these, which is cool, because these are breakaway, and this is, you can replace them. That's actually kind of neat. I wish all of them would do that. The ones that do have breakaway have replacements, you know. I wish they'd just make all cases where they just were removable and you could install them back in. And you just have some random zip ties for cable management. Alright, so I don't like that just fail out when we take the back door off, but this is magnetic, so you can just, you know, hook it anywhere you want. Well, yeah, there you go. And then I'm probably going to mount it right here on the side of the power supply, but you also have USB 3.0, you have your HD audio, and you have your, that's USB, yep. And then we have our just power switch, reset, hard drive LED, power LED, plus and minus, hot negative. And then we also have our LED switch. I'm glad this case actually has a button. You're not using your reset switch for the fan controller. It has its own. And then yeah, you can add you can add like 8 more fans in this thing. Like 7, I believe. Yeah, and you can also add, I think these might be for LED strips as well. Yeah, LED. It's got an LED strip, and it's got fans. It's got 2 LEDs, so yeah, really nice case. You can just mount this pretty much anywhere. I think that's where it's supposed to go, or it's supposed to go over here. But it's a nice case. I like it. The rest of the system specs are going to be this FXX rx580 8GB. It's a beefy card. Like I said, made by XFX. It requires one 8-pin. So you get such a big power supply for it. We have a 5GB hard drive, Windows 10. And then we have a motherboard which already has our RAM, 8GB 33. I think 1600 megahertz, and then we have an i7 3770. And Alright, so this is probably where we're expecting the peel and all the RGB fans to be on, and the B-roll, but there's none of that because I built the whole PC and put it together, and the power supply is bad. So it'll only be like 2 seconds for you, but it'll be like 3 or 4 days for me before I can continue the build. I have to get a new power supply, I have to buy one, get it shipped, and then, so the next time you see me, the computer will be on and working.